everyone, my name is Maria Leon. Welcome to my Behaviorist project. I'm glad that you're here. Let's get started. The author that I chose for this assignment is called Ruth and Rehfeldt. But who is Ruth? Ruth is a doctor who has knowledge in applied behavior analysis and research. Ruth provides adequate information concerning verbal behavior, which she focuses on developmental psychology, cognitive psychology, social psychology, and autism. Her work deals with themes such as intervention, generalizations, and reinforcers. Also, Ruth has worked with people who has developmental diseases and difficulties with speaking. Not only that, Ruth spends her time largely on the problem of teaching method. I would like to highlight that I found very few background information about Dr. Ruth, and she was born in 1970. It doesn't mention in any place the place that she was born, the city. She received her bachelor's degree in 1993 at the University of Puget Sound. By 1995, she received her master's degree from the Behavior Analysis program of the University of Nevada. She received her PhD in 1998 in the University of Nevada. Dr. Ruth has contributed around 100 articles and book chapters about verbal behaviors, autism, developmental psychology. As you can see, I decided to put some images of some of the articles and books that she has contributed. For example, one of the famous book that she has written along with other authors is called Applied Behavior Analysis of Language and Cognition. In June 2022, Dr. Rehfeldt was appointed as Dean for Visual and Performing Arts Education and Science Community College. Dr. Ruth is the author of many important articles and publications related to derived rational responding and stimulus equivalence, which broadens the knowledge of verbal behavior. She has published articles with other authors on teaching learning methods for children with autism, procedures for using interverbal prompts in settings. Some of the articles that she contributed are, for example, the study of evaluating the effectiveness of the stimulus pairing observation procedure and multiple exemplar instruction on tact and listener. The study of that has the goal to determine how effective is the stimulus pairing observation can be in response to children who has special needs, struggling with language delays. The study found out that these children were making a lot of progress when it comes to be a listener response than a tactile. For example, if someone will tell them, bring me the ball or point to the ball, they will do a lot better compared if someone will be asking or showing an item to them and be like, what is this? The other article is called The Emergent Intraverbal Response via Tact and Match to Simple Instruction. This article explores how teaching category-based tasks combined with match to simple instruction can help autistic children learn to communicate. For example, answering some questions of categorization like what are some animals can really be a struggle for people who have special needs. The study supports the idea that teaching categories by tact and matching to sample can help kids with autism. The other article called Evaluating Stress Levels of Parents of Children with Disabilities, written by Lesenberry and Rehfeldt, talks about the high levels the high levels of stress that many families, especially mothers, face in their daily lives. The author takes consideration factors like challenging behaviors in their children, fears about the future of their children's developmental behaviors, social stigma around their social cycle. Also, the study reviews various stress assessment tools that can measure parental stress, such as the Parenting Stress Index, Family Inventory of Life Events, and the Coping Resources Inventory of Stress. The article argues that it's fundamental to address parental stress to make it part of the assessment process of their children with disabilities, which will not only help them to reduce their stress levels, but also help their kids throughout their journey. The other article called Examining the Utility of the Stimulus Pairing Observation Procedure with Preschool Children Learning a Second Language examines a teaching strategy for kids, specifically preschools, to learn a second language. For this goal, the goal for this study is to learn new words in a fun and creative way without telling them to memorize or telling them to repeat those words. The article suggests that implementing a stimulus pairing observation procedure correctly can help children retain vocabulary words in different language while motivating them to learn, meaning that they will get short breaks between the demands, whatever task that they're working for. The last article called facilitating requesting skills using high-tech argumentative and alternative communications devices with individuals with autism spectrum disorders. This study focuses on AAC devices, which basically AAC is a high-tech augmentative and alternative communication that helps to build functional communication skills. Although it's not a guarantee that your kid will communicate with others, it can definitely help them to increase their vocabulary and find a way to communicate with others. Some of Dr. Ruth's works focus on how teaching certain behaviors like communication skills, social skills, and reducing challenging behaviors can help to improve lives of people who has special needs like autism spectrum disorder. Dr. Ruth uses applied behavior analysis principles like reinforcers, prompting and fading, generalization, and so on. She relied on using data-driven technique to teach the individual. Not only that, her knowledge has helped to parents and teachers to take into consideration factors or techniques when helping their child with certain condition. Since for the child to be successful in their intervention plan, there must be an environment where parents and teachers are involved and receive evaluation and guidance if they need it. I came up with 5 questions that I will ask if I will have contact with Dr. Ruth. My first question will be, what inspired you or motivated to focus on verbal behavior and language acquisition? A second question is, if you would have to mention one big achievement in your career that you feel the proudest, which one it would be and why? The third question is, what is the most difficult challenge that you have encountered in your career? How do you overcome? The fourth question is, what areas of ABA, applied behavior analysis, do you feel there should be more research done and why? My last question is, what advice would you give to people who are learning this world of applied behavior analysis? Why Dr. Ruth's work is important to the field of ABA, Applied Behavior Analysis. Her work has enriched teaching practices by providing evidence that multiple exemplar instruction-related learning and stimulus pairing are ways to increase verbal behavior. Also, her work on parental stress has helped her understand the emotional toll involved in raising children with disabilities and also for the development of centered approaches. Lastly, she provides evidence-based practices for implementing AAC. I would like to add some of the topics that she contributed. For example, the parental stress are important topics because it's not commonly to see that people nowadays talk about parental stress. Parents mostly focuses on their children behaviors, their challenging behaviors, because they want to watch their kids succeed in life. But I think it's important because I feel like for every behind every children's success, there must be support, the right support. And if parents will have this kind of a stress level, it's gonna affect in a way not only their progress but also their education and intervention plan. How does her work relates to what we're learning in class? Her work relates to what we're learning in class because she, Dr. Ruth, uses the principles of applied behavior analysis through strengthened behavior. Apart from that, it focuses on verbal behavior, taking as a reference the theories of B.F. Skinner principles by using the reinforcers. Thank you very much, and I hope you like this video. See you next time.